Shalom, shalom, y'all. You already know what it is. Now, we've gone over Pesach, also known as Passover. We've gone over Feast of Unleavened Bread, First Fruits, Wave Sheaf, Pentecost, Shavuot, Day of Trumpets, Yom Teruah, Day of Atonement, Yom Kippurim, and Feast of Tabernacles, Sukkot. But let's not forget about the weekly Shabbat. Oh my goodness. Abba placed it on my Ruach for me to speak on this, as I'm still learning, as many of us truly in his truth are still learning and unlearning and relearning. He has definitely moved me to speak on this feast day as well, because it is part of Abba's feast days, and it is a sign between us and Abba. So let's get into it. So our weekly Shabbat, y'all. I don't know, I'm smiling from ear to ear about this, but the Shabbat, also known as the Sabbath, is what the Most High established, at the very beginning of creation. According to Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 and 3, on the seventh day, Yah ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then Yahuwah blessed the seventh day and set it apart, because in it he rested from all his work which Allah had created and made. Hallelujah. By the timing of Exodus, the children of Yasharal were in captivity, and Pharaoh had not allowed them to have a day to rest. Once he had finally let Abba's people go, they journeyed between Alahym and Sinai into the wilderness. After their complaints to Moshe, the Most High spoke to Moshe, saying he will rain bread from heaven. And by day 6, the people shall prepare twice as much as they would gather daily. Now this part is very, very significant, because it also shows the favor, the mercy, the love that our Abba Yahuwah had for our ancestors and has for us. So let's check out the next slide. Now the Most High Yahuwah began to equip the children of Yasharal with the esteem of himself, the importance of rest. According to the 10 commands, or the 10 words of Yahuwah, his fourth commandment remains intact. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it set apart. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah your Alahym. In it you shall do no work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Most High made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore, the Most High blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it, or made it Kodash. Now, I'm going to double back on the previous slide when I said the significance of, him allowing manna to rain from the sky. And the children of Yasharal were instructed to gather twice as much the day before, because the following day would be their day of rest, which means they were not to do any type of work. They were not to go out and look for anything, because they should have already gathered preparation day for what they needed for the Shabbat. Hope that part clears that up. Now we are here. The Shabbat Sabbath is a significant feast day, as I've said before. It is truly a sign between the Most High and his set-apart people. According to Isaiah chapter 66, verse 23, Abba makes it very clear as day and night, that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, all flesh shall come to worship him. He even provides to us how we are to keep Shabbat. Turn from doing our own pleasures, calling the Shabbat a delight, not speaking idle words, delighting in our Abba Yahuwah. Hallelujah. So, just as the Messiah is the master of the Shabbat, we are to keep it Kadash, set apart, just as he has in obedience to our Abba. Speak also to the children of Yasharal, saying, Surely my Sabbaths you shall keep, For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am Yahuwah who sets you apart. Hallelujah. As we are to keep all of the Most High's commands, this fourth one he has made very, very special. And as many of us are learning, unlearning, relearning by coming out of Babylon spiritually and essentially physically, we also know that we are working out our salvation and figuring out when Abba's true Shabbat is according to his markings / calendar, not the Gregorian, not the Julian. Okay, I know we have some that the feathers might be ruffled here, because we're standing, steady and strong with saying it's always the 7th day on the Gregorian calendar, and that is not Abba's calendar, y'all. And that is why I say we are learning, unlearning, and relearning, and we must continue to diligently seek our Abba Yahuwah, because those who diligently seek him with our whole heart, we will find him and he will give us the answers we need. And if we know we have this special sign between us and our Abba Yah, we must continue to search. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open to you. Ask and you shall receive. Okay? Now, these are the feasts of the Most High, which you shall proclaim to be set apart convocations or set apart gatherings, to offer an offering made by fire to Yahuwah, a burnt offering and a grain offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything on its day. Besides the Sabbaths of the Most High, besides your gifts, besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which you give to the Most High YAHUAH AHAYAH. All praises to the Most High. We give all praise, honor, and esteem to Yahuwah Sabaoth, the ultimate, the one and only true creator. Okay? Oh my goodness. All praises, the Wada, to Daraba, for anyone that has tuned in to this series. I pray it moves you to continue to seek the Most High even further, to have more understanding of the fact that these are the feasts we are to keep. Okay? We're not to keep the pagan holidays. We're not to keep Purim or what's the other one? A feast of dedication. If it's not on the list of feast days that our Abba Yah has given, then that's not the feast to celebrate. Okay? Take all of this back to Abba Yah. If there's something you thought you're supposed to celebrate and you realize, oh shoot, why have I been doing this? Abba will show you. And as long as you seek him diligently with your whole heart, you will find him, and let's make it into the kingdom. Let's start rehearsing for the wedding feast. Okay? Love you all. Shalom.